think. Check out the poll. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. We're going to talk about some money. Amazing. We're going to let, looks like we got about 3 minutes before we kick it off here. You want to see what kind of results we're going to get from our poll. And the poll is asking, are you good at negotiating? Let's see what the consensus is in the room. Welcome. Just a little, Latoya, just a little. Okay, fair. That's fair. That's fair. I can attest to that. All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's the key, right? That's the key. Knowing your worth. I love that so much. Welcome. If you're coming in, welcome. We're going to talk about some money. There's a poll that I am curious to see what the consensus is in the room. If you would, let's take that poll. Let's see how everyone feels about negotiating. Are you good at it? Nope. Yep. Maybe a little bit. Let's see what the consensus is in the room. We got about a minute before we kick this thing off. Appreciate you all showing up. We're going to talk about negotiating and just to gain the experience. Yeah, I hear that a lot, actually, Latoya. I hear that a lot. And actually, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Not at all. So we got about 1 minute and we'll kick it off to make sure we're maximizing our time. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate it. Is this your first time, Latoya? Did you come last year to the conference? Such an amazing event. A lot of great speakers and information and experiences. Super amazing. This is my second year, so I am enjoying all of the folks here and seeing how it's evolved and grown. So it is 11:30 on the dot, so I want to make sure I'm respectful of your time as well. Welcome to Negotiate Your Compensation Always. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Latoya. I'm glad to hear that. If you're coming into the room, there's a poll up above. Let's see what the consensus is. Are you good at negotiating? Are you good at negotiating? Yes, no, maybe, a little bit. I never really thought about it, Kelly. If you don't know me, if you're new to me, my name is Kelly Jackson. I talk about all things career. I have been in talent acquisition for 30 years. I know I look like a baby, right? Just kidding. So I started as a recruiter, worked my way up to TA director. I worked in various industries and verticals. So I've been around the block. And so now I do career coaching and I work with people on elevating themselves to the best, highest level, right? Good morning, Brandy. How you doing? Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. I was just thinking about it before I got on here about a YouTube topic. I think you're going to like it. So we're talking about negotiating salaries. Remember, there is a poll at the top. And Sherelle said, yes, you do, girl. There's a poll at the top. Are you good at negotiating? Are you good at negotiating? Drop a 1. Drop a 1 in the chat. Yeah, Kelly, I'm good. I got this. I'm good at negotiating. Drop a 1 in the chat if you think you're good. Drop a 2 if you say like, nah, that ain't my thing, Kelly. No, There's also a poll at the top. How do we feel about it? Do we think? Shamel says 2. Brandy says 2. So you don't think you're good at negotiating? Latoya said, okay, good. I like it. Let's look at the poll. Let's see what the results is yet. Let's see what the result. Okay, we got a nope and a little. Okay, I can get with that. Carolyn says 3. Veronica says 1. So I'm going to push back on you. Is that okay if I do that just a little bit? And here's why. How many of us have kids or nieces, nephews, spouses, parents? I think we got 1 of the 3, right? Fair enough? We got 1 of the 3, right? Have you ever told your spouse, you know what, honey? You look so good taking that trash out. Look at those muscles popping. When you walk into the trash, I just love to see it. He gets that trash and He walking out to the trash, all buff and proud. Or have you ever told your kids, you know what? Jim, or what we name our kids these days? Bradley. That's the kid's name. Bradley, you do your homework. We'll go to the park tomorrow. Or have you ever told, asked your parents when you were growing up and, can I borrow the car? I promise I'll watch it when I bring it back. Anybody ever done that? Anybody ever thought of that? Anybody ever done that? Yeah, guess what? Guess what that makes you? A negotiator. So what it says is that you have the ability or capability. It's almost like you heard people say, you know what? I just need to be more consistent. I'm not good at being consistent. Have you ever heard anybody, or have you ever said that? I've said that before. But if we think about it, when we get up in the morning, don't we brush our teeth every day? And we take a shower every day, right? We drink our coffee every day, or our smoothie, or we work out. And we're what? We're consistent. So could it be that we're consistent on the things that we want to be consistent on, and possibly we can negotiate the things that we feel comfortable negotiating on? What do we think? Let's talk about it. So I am going to share a presentation. It's a short but sweet one. We're going to talk about it. Oh, thank you, Victoria. You like it? See, I did this just for you. I knew you were coming, Victoria. I knew it. All right, let me share my screen. I got fancy this year, y'all. I got fancy. Here we go. We're going to talk about this. Let's talk about it. And so let me know if we're good. I can't see you, but I know you're there. I want y'all to get the best vision of this. So we just talked about negotiating and how we look at it, right? We can negotiate with our kids and our spouses and our nieces, nephews, and our parents. But when it comes to negotiating our salaries or asking for, more for a job offer, for some reason, it's a little scary, right? It takes a little bit of courage. So again, let's talk about it some more. So here's what happens when salary negotiations happen. So there's a difference between salary and negotiations. And if you look at it, this chart here is sharing, as of 2021, you see it at the bottom, it says a job seeker nation report, 65% of workers are very comfortable and somewhat comfortable combined negotiating salaries, compared to 60% in February 2020 and 51% in 2018. So 65%, that's over half, we're very comfortable and somewhat comfortable combined. That's 65%. 60% are very comfortable and somewhat comfortable combined, asking for a raise. 60%, over half. And 40% says, you know what? I don't know about all this. We would be willing to accept a salary that is less than their current or most recent salary. So why is this? Who is the most comfortable negotiating salaries? Male workers with children. Would you ever have thought of that? When I saw this, I wouldn't have thought of that. Male workers with children, which is 54%. And then it goes on to talk about college educated employees, workers with children, male workers, and married workers. Y'all do notice who's missing on this list. Who's missing on the list? Let's hop over here. Who's most comfortable asking for a raise? Male workers with children in their household, 47%, versus 22% females with children. Who is most comfortable asking for a raise? Male workers, period. 35% versus 17% female. Married workers, college educated, workers with children. What's going on here? What's going on? Why? Here's the thing. Negotiating your salary gets you a lot more income, both now and over the long haul. These are things I want you to consider. This is what I want you to think about. It's like compounding interest, right? Over the long haul, it's just like getting your performance review. You get the 2% or the 0.5%, right? Over time, yeah, you may be able to get to the six figures or that 150 or that 200K over time. It depends on you and your personal situation, your goals, your objectives within your career. What is your target? What is your goal? Negotiating your salary shows an employer that you know your value. Someone was just sharing in the chat, I know my worth. I know my value. And let me just pause right here and share this. The difference between worth and value. A value is an extrinsic factor, meaning it's an external factor that someone places on you. I have this pen right here. Target can say, you know what, Kelly, this pen costs $10. Take it to Walmart and they say, you know what, it's $5.99. So that's a value. But to you, it could be worth $1 million because your grandfather gave it to you. So your value is a factor you put on yourself. Your worth is what you determine intrinsically, right? Internally. Like my friend said in the chat, I know my worth. Anybody can value you. They can put a value on you. You work at Coca-Cola and they say, we pay you $50 an hour. You go over to Pepsi, we'll pay you $100 an hour. You are the one to determine your worth. And that is where you start. Now, you'll never get what you want unless you ask for it. Quick story. There was a candidate that I was hiring for a very new position for this major retail company. You can probably guess who it was. And they never had hired for this role before. It was a data scientist. So went through the interview process. They wanted to make him an offer. I got on the phone with him and said, hey, great news. They want to make you an offer. Oh my goodness, here's the offer. He said, wow, that's a fantastic offer. I've been following this company for years. I love the things that you're doing. I've been in all the different verticals in healthcare, and I've been in oil and gas and energy. I've been in manufacturing. I've never worked in retail. This is something I want to add to my tool belt. I was thinking that is there a chance that we could raise the base on the salary? And also, can you talk to me a little bit about professional development stipends? First time ever. Now this is about 15 years ago, but I was stuck. I never heard anyone ask for a stipend. And he went on to say, you know what? I said, well, you know what? Because I'm pretty open. I'm pretty transparent as a recruiter. I'm just pretty open. I'm like, you know what? Nobody's ever asked me that. So I'll have to go back to the hiring team and ask them about a stipend, a professional development. He said, oh yeah. He said, for events and conferences. Because when I go, what I'm going to do is bring that knowledge that I've acquired and the skills that I've acquired, I'm going to bring it back here and use it within the scope of work that I do. I'm like, that's an excellent point. Did he get that? Yes or no? Drop it in the comments. Did he get it? Let's move on. Did he get the salary and the stipend? What do you think? Why did he get it? Why did he get it? Why did he get it? He asked. We don't have to overcomplicate this. He just asked. Sometimes we're too smart for our own good. We have all these credentials and these letters behind our names, and we think we have to make all of these, things to make things happen. But sometimes it's just asking. These people on your screen right here, the marketing director, $125K a year. She's a 30-year-old Asian American woman who works with influencers, says she owes a vote of thanks to social media for her own salary journey. After realizing she was the lowest paid director on the team at a former job, she vowed to do her research and make the case at her current company that she deserved more. She asked. HR professional, 81K. I talked about this over on my TikTok. I got 500,000 views and the comments aren't stopping. They cannot believe this because it's as simple as what, y'all? Asking. For over a decade, a 32-year-old white woman in human resource felt hamstrung by the Great Recession effects on her compensation. She tried negotiating and asking for more responsibilities, but in the end, the only thing that worked was finding a new job. I just don't want to paint this picture that it's all rosy. Sometimes it doesn't work. But here's what she said. She said, it's clear to me that the job market is very different from when I first started. She said, I'm glad to finally be making what I'm worth with a work-life balance that's comfortable. Okay, they're not going to give it to me. I'm going to go get what I'm worth. So on and so forth. I have a ton of these. And I wanted to paint a picture that's familiar to you, right? That will resonate with you. So I want you to listen to this. I'm not sure if I can play it here. We'll see. We'll see if it'll work. Listen to this.
So is it the case that gone are the days where an employer would say, you're just lucky to have this job?
I think so. And I think it's for the better.
James Jordan's construction company will pay an employee's tuition if they want to continue their education.
Perfect time. Come on in.
And their moving expenses if they relocate. And like so many employers, He's offering signing bonuses and flexible hours to new hires.
I understand there was one young man, one young recruit that you called every day for 2 months.
I did.
You really wanted this young man.
I did.
Did you finally get him?
I finally got him. He started last week, Monday.
Listen, y'all, they want you. They want you. They're out there. Never in a time in history, ever in a time in history, has the shoe been on the other foot. All you have to do is what, y'all? Is ask. Now you have to be prepared, right? You want to be prepared before you go and you ask for that salary increase, before you ask for and negotiate your offer. Over on my LinkedIn bio, there's a calculator. Everybody gets it, the pay scale calculator. I did the same thing last year. 80% of the people will go and get it. And the rest of you will continue to get information on how to do this. Take action. Go get the calculator. In my bio over on Instagram. Here's what you do. Know what you want. You put it in the calculator. This is the number that I want. I want 6 figures. I want 125. I want 150. It's going to do the work for you, for your region, for your level, for your years of experience, right? For your title. Let it give you the printout. I want you to do it every quarter. It's free. Go get it. It's free. I want you to do this every quarter. Keep that data. Keep that data. Bookmark it. Because titles change. A customer service rep at Bank of America can be a client service agent over at Verizon. You need to know what the relevant titles are, right? The market value, what I just shared for you. A customer service rep in New York is going to be different here in Atlanta. Director of HR over in California is going to be different in North Carolina. You can't walk into a conversation and not be prepared. Okay, all of those people that I showed you, those women up there, and there was a gentleman as well, they knew their worth. The region, again, wherever you're located, wherever in the world, I know we got a lot of people from different countries here, right? Plug where you are into the calculator, let it do the tabulations. Now, there's some other things that I made a video also to kind of walk you through in case it's a little confusing. But when you know your market, you're going to be like, you know what? I need to negotiate more. Right? I need to get more. And then your experience. How many years of experience have you been in this industry? How many years have you been doing this type of work? The scope of work that you're doing, how long have you been doing it? It's different for somebody who's just getting out of college, for someone who's been doing this for 30 years. The experience level is different. You need to account for that when you're having your conversation with your manager, your leadership team, a new offer, whatever the case is. And then we talked about the title. Now, here are some other things that you can negotiate. And I'm going to wrap this up because I know we have about 10 minutes. I want to make sure I'm able to answer any questions that you may have. You can negotiate everything. Your vacation, your PTO, it equates to dollars to human resources, right? If you got 80 hours that you receive, add that up. How much is that? Right? That's your total overall compensation. You should figure that in when you're determining if you want to accept an offer. If Amazon is giving you 15 days and Google is giving you this, add that up. Add that money up. My total compensation package is $225. Over here it's $255. Here's what they're offering. Where can we meet in the middle? Can you match this? Sign on, equity, stock, bonus, everything is negotiable. Everyone is at a different career stage. There's 5 career stages. I don't have time to go into that. You can see that over on my YouTube as well. But everyone's at a different stage in their career and in their lives. So what may be important to you may not be important to me. So take your time. When we used to call, the first thing that we want to do is, what are your salary requirements? We want them to tell us the number before us. You guys are educated now. You have that pay scale calorie. Well, you know what? I want to learn a little bit more about the role. I know what the market is valuing this type of role and the scope of responsibilities. So tell me a little bit about the scope of work. You can negotiate hybrid or remote work, right? And also office stipend. If you need a desk, a standing desk because of your back, equipment, whatever you need, printers, whatever you need, you can negotiate all of that. And also, like I shared with you about the gentleman, professional development. So this is the presentation. Thank you all for listening. I'm happy to answer questions. I want to make sure that we are making good use of our time. Was that helpful? Did that help? Let me see if I can find y'all. Where we at? What we think? What we think? Good. I see. Okay, Tracy. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Negotiate. Let's get this money. Let's get this bag. Let's get this money, y'all. Come on. It's out there. You heard the guy. The shoe was on the other foot, right? There's so much demand. And y'all saying, you know what? It's time out. We're not going back into the office. We've been working remote for 2 years. And now you want me to come back into the office? The only way I'll come back is if I get to work remote. If at anything, I will be hybrid, but you're going to negotiate with me. If you want me, here's where we're meeting in the middle. Of course, we're going to be professional, right? We're all professionals, but it is time, you all. We're going to go through this thing scared or not. We're going through because we got what? One life, and we're going to live the best life, the best doggone life we can. Okay. We're going to live the best life. Make sure you go. Make sure you go and get that calculator. I am Kelly Jackson, Kelly with the I, Kelly with the I. You know what my mama named? Kelly, Karen, Kevin, Kenneth, and Keith. KKK. Well, not K, sorry, wrong thing. Kardashian. All right, what questions y'all got? What questions? How do you negotiate when you are transitioning to a new career? Carmisha says, I have the same question. How do you negotiate? So if I'm thinking about this correctly, how do you negotiate when you're transitioning to a new career? Are you meaning different industries? So you're going from being a nurse to a software engineer. Do I have that right, Carmisha? Or I want to make sure I understand. Where's the calculator? I am Kelly Jackson, Kelly with an I. I am Kelly Jackson on Instagram. Or you can go to salaryshakers.com. I forgot about that. I know the website, right? Y'all just like, make it easy. Salaryshakers.com. Or I am Kelly Jackson, Kelly with an I. It's in the, what's the thing, y'all? The bio. It's free. Listen, it's going to do everything for you. Y'all know how AI and all the things is, right? It's going to break down your region, your level, your experience, your pay. And it's going to also give you different job titles. You want to stay relevant. Now, here's the catch on what I want you to do. Because, again, most of y'all will go get it and use it. The other half, y'all just going to write down the information, and then in 2023, you'll be back here getting more information. Did you know, and I'm going to be quiet, did you know for every 1 hour of learning that you do and information that you take in, you should be doing 4 hours of implementation? That's a bonus. Who else? Carmisha, let me see what you say. That's it, Shakira. We got to live our best life. If you're going to fly, why not fly first class? What we doing? You know, my grandmother never learned to drive, and you think I'm just going to walk? Man, I ain't going to even get started with y'all. Jenna said, ha ha. Y'all laughing at me? What? Thank you, Billy. Oh, I love that name. That's Billy and Lynn together. Isn't it? It's Billy and Lynn together. Gail laughing at me. Kelly crazy. Tracy said Kelly crazy. Okay, Sarah, I'm going to be serious. Oh, how do I let her in? Where do I find her? There she go. There she goes. Sorry, Labria. Oh my gosh, she gonna get me, y'all. She gonna get me. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. They saying let Labria in. I'm running my mouth, Labria. Where you at? I see you. Oh my Lord. She left me a direct message, y'all. Why y'all didn't jump through the screen? Okay, Sandra. So many good jobs with high pay. Thank you for giving us a tour. Oh, you're so welcome, Sandra. I'm gonna hug you. Oh, y'all, did I lose her?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh my gosh. My bad. What's going on?
So I actually just really wanted to come on just because, you know, I don't think we've ever had the chance to talk. Like, we talk on Instagram.
All the time. Yes, we do.
We talk on the phone once. We've never had the chance to connect face to face. And I just love your energy so much.
Oh, thank you.
You guys were here last conference. Kelly was here last conference, and we got really great feedback about her last time.
Oh, thank you.
I got my crew, my career expert crew. I feel like we should do like a We got to do a trip together. Me, you, Jenna, Ashley.
Let's do it. Let's do it, baby.
We should do something together.
Let's do it. Let's
the
do
energy
it.
is amazing. We should just go on a little trip.
Yes, Portugal. I'm trying to get in Portugal.
I was actually trying to be in Portugal. In
yes,
June.
let's do it.
But this was so excellent, and I love that you pulled out those stats and told people, like, listen, these people are negotiating, and you are not. Right? You are not. You absolutely have to. You have to always negotiate. Absolutely. I wanted to tell you guys a quick story that everybody's afraid of. Here's the thing that everybody's afraid of with negotiating. You think they're going to rescind the offer. Am I right? Like, someone's going to say, well, you're greedy, so never mind. We're going to take your offer back. Right? Am I right? Is that what you guys are afraid of? You're afraid of somebody being like, you know what, Kelly, we offered this woman this nice salary. Yeah. And she out here being greedy. Yeah. Never mind. We don't want this greedy heifer at our company. That's what people are afraid of. Right? So let me say this. It actually happened to me once. It happened to me one time. It is very rare that it happens. Most recruiters expect you to negotiate. They know that you're going to negotiate. They expect that, right? It happened to me one time, and the person that was the hiring manager, she was very inexperienced, and the CEO actually got really upset with her.
Oh, wow.
And reached out to me separately. We're all cool now, but I just never ended up working. But here's the thing that I would tell you. Don't be afraid of that, because if a company is willing to rescind the offer because you negotiated, that's not the company you want to work for. Because here's what they did. They failed the first test. They failed the very first time that you attempted to advocate for yourself. They penalized you for it. So imagine when it's time for you to advocate for yourself, to be on a good project, to get a raise, to get a promotion, to get away from a toxic work environment, to get away from an abusive manager, or to put you in a better situation. The next time you try to advocate for yourself, this is how they're going to treat you. So you don't want to work for a company that will fail at the very first attempt of you advocating for yourself. So if that's what you're afraid of, get over it. Get over it. Your job is to advocate for yourself. Now, I'm not telling you to come up here and ask some crazy stuff. The salary is $50,000. You know what? I want $200. Yeah. Okay.
So true.
But this is your first attempt at advocating for yourself. And if they are going to penalize you for it, this ain't where you need to be, friend. Okay? All right. So get over that. Go ahead and negotiate. Most people expect you to. And you know what? Some places may say no. They may have a tight budget, right? But I think one of the things that people miss, Kelly, is that even if they say no, there's other things that you can negotiate, and you can negotiate for the future. Absolutely. I have some coworkers who the salary was the salary, but they said, well, let's talk about me working for 6 months, or, we'll work for the next year, but at my annual, I'm expecting to get to this point. It's that, right? Yeah. So, that initial no, there's so much between no and yes. We forget that there's so much between yes and no. There's other options as well. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. I did want to share that story. It actually did happen to me. Wow. Because she thought that, she was like, I felt like you wouldn't be happy in this role if we didn't give you what you asked for. Wow. You decided my happiness now? Right. Okay, I told you I was willing to work with this, but you're deciding that I'm okay. All right, girl. Okay, girl. But there's a lot between no and yes. So make sure that you guys are being creative. I said in the chat, like the job that I have now, when they offer me the salary, I actually was comfortable with the salaries. I didn't negotiate the salary. I was like, so what about this bonus though? I was like, so I'd like a signing bonus. I asked for a signing bonus of $15,000. And they said, well, we've never given a signing bonus. I'm okay with being the first. Right. That's it. That is absolutely it. But yeah, I just wanted to come hang out with you because we've never hung out. I'm glad you did. Dropping gems, y'all. She dropping gems. Yeah. I can crash if I want to. I'm looking at some of these messages, trying to see how can you get to the questions, because I know they come fast in here. Someone asked, how much extra should you ask for, 5K or 10K?
It depends on you. Everyone's situation is different. This is what I shared earlier. Everyone's at a different stage, right, in their career and also in their life. So what is going to be most beneficial and of value for you? I mean, just like LaBria just said, you know, I need 15,000. That's it. That's all. Well, we never. Okay, I'll be the first.
Yeah.
It depends on where you are. So your situation, you know, is different from everyone else. So.
Yeah. Let's see what other questions you guys have. I want to know, did you guys, the company that you work for now, did you negotiate your salary? Did you negotiate anything?
That's a good
Any of your
question.
compensation?
That's a great question.
Somebody said that they accepted an offer and said in 6 months they needed to reevaluate. Absolutely no. But the salary still sucks.
Yeah, too low, Karen said.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, I'm just happy to have a job. I think that some people feel like negotiating makes them seem ungrateful.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And we've been programmed or conditioned to feel as though we have to take what's offered, especially if they feel as though you're in need or in a desperate situation. And some of us, you know, may feel as if we are, but especially right now during this climate, everybody needs to be going in on Monday with that calculator and that information and negotiating more money. Have you been told no before? You're not.
But I've been told no. So I've been told no to a number, but again, I'm going to negotiate something else.
Exactly.
Right? So I was told no to this signing bonus, but what they did instead was they increased my base. They were like, we can't give you the signing bonus, but we'll increase your base. We'll give you a different title. And that was actually better than what I asked for. So I got a raise and a promotion before I even came to the company.
Wow.
And now I'm bonusing on a higher base. And I will tell you guys, I don't care what organization or industry you're in. My daughter negotiated her salary at Taco Bell, at Del Taco. I'm not playing. Like, my daughter negotiates her salary. She was 16. Del Taco tried to offer her some hourly rate, and she was like, I would like more. They didn't give her what she asked for, but they raised the rate.
Yeah.
So, listen.
You got to ask. You just got to ask.
Absolutely negotiate. And so I was told no about the signing bonus, but we talked about some other things. So what I did negotiate was I ended up getting a different title. I ended up getting a raise, so they increased my base. And then I also negotiated working remotely. So, you know, you can negotiate more than just salary. Somebody else mentioned they negotiated flexible work arrangements. You negotiate your location too, right? So think about that too.
Absolutely. Imperative. So
people my company tells people they don't negotiate. Nonprofits typically don't. They may not negotiate salary, but they may negotiate other things. Like, what about having to pay for parking, right? Can you cover a parking pass, right? Because parking can be expensive depending on where you live.
That's true, especially in San Francisco. Like, man, it is crazy. Crazy.
Question for you, Missy. What about when people say in advance there's no negotiating salary? She said, does it matter if it's hourly or salary?
It doesn't matter if it's hourly or salary. So if they say, what's the question though? If they say that there is no, I didn't see.
Well, I think she's asking, does it matter? Can you negotiate if it's hourly or salary?
Oh yes, absolutely. To your point about your daughter, right? Yeah. Negotiating an hourly salary. So yeah, you can definitely negotiate. How do you negotiate remote salaries when the position at a firm in the US pays X and the same job firm pays Y in another country? Well, that's when you look at the conversion rate, right? You do your numbers. I have a client right now over in Cyprus, Limassol, Cyprus. I don't know if you've heard of that. But when, you know, they get ready to pay me, right? It's the conversion rate that I have to send to them. So everything is workable, honey. When it comes to the money, you just convert that thing. Convert that thing.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. She brings this same energy to Instagram on a regular basis, and she drops straight fire on Instagram on a regular basis about negotiating, about finding remote jobs, about interviewing. Like, you talk about all kinds of stuff. You talk about the whole gamut. Y'all need to follow her. Let's drop this Instagram link again. I am Kelly Jackson, right?
Yes. Go over there and get your.
Y'all make sure y'all follow my girl.
Appreciate y'all.
I just had to crash because I just wanted to see you.
No problem. Thank you. This is amazing. Congratulations to you all. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Hopefully you all enjoyed this. You found value in it. I want everybody on Monday. Y'all send me a note, send me a DM, say, Kelly, you told me to, right? Get the calculator, even if you have to ping me and say, okay, Kelly, I got the calculator. So how do I articulate this, right? I want everybody to go and do that. All right, I'm so happy, Carolyn, so happy it was helpful. Oh, thank you. Lord said, I'm ready to ask for some dollars. Some of that shmoney, Lord. Let's get that shmoney. You're welcome, Diane. That was my mom's name. Yeah. It's in the, Missy is in my bio over at I am Kelly with an I am Kelly Jackson over on Instagram. I also have a career club, Kelly's Career Club on Facebook. I do this every week on Tuesday. We talk about something, and it's all a contributed effort, collaborative effort, I should say. You have an interview. All right, Kenya, y'all clap it up for Kenya. All right, Kenya, I got some opportunities, Kenya. I'm not sure where you're located, but I need some nurses if y'all know anything. If y'all know. What you say about me, Natasha? Word on the street from Kelly, ask for something. That's right. Get them, Natasha. Paid parking, sign on, remote location, work schedule, title, right? You want pens, pencils, you want sticky notes, you want pads, you want career journals, you want a calculator, you want a ring light, you want a camera, you want it all for your Zoom sessions. You need a blazer, you need some pajama pants, you need it all. You need it all. What if a company doesn't want to pay more since I'm remote? What can I say to that? Well, you said the work doesn't change regardless of the location, right? You're still doing the work. I would push back and ask them, what are the differences, right? You're doing the same scope of work. You're just in a different location. It's no different from you walking outside your building, sitting on a picnic table with your laptop doing the work. The scope of work is what they should be concerned about. And of course, you want to articulate it in a way that they can see the value. Because oftentimes, and I know we get on our employers and our managers like, they're bad people, but some of it, like I had some good managers in my past, I have, and we have some good ones now. And we don't want to go anywhere because of that fact, or we like our company, or because our health care is they pay 80% of the premium, or they match our 401k, or I'm 8 minutes from my job, but the pay is trash. Are you really living the life that you know you should be living? You all didn't show up here for your health. You showed up to get some information and hopefully to take some action. So go back, scared and all, get that calculator, walk in there with the data and say, I'm in New York, right? Y'all want me to move to San Francisco? You think I'm gonna get a roommate? Y'all know what I'm saying. But have your data, back it up. All right, what about potential employers asking, what about the potential employer asking about past employment? Should we disclose that? Do you mean if they ask, what do you mean? Like who that was or what your salary was when no one should be asking your salary. I think pretty much all the states are covered now. I know it was happening in 2019, but you can Google that. No recruiter should ask you for your salary. It's against the law in most states. Do the research for your state. But what they can say is, what are your salary expectations, or what range are you looking for this role? But you should not be asked your salary. Oh, you're welcome, Samantha. I love y'all. I love the energy too, y'all. Y'all help it. 2 of them in Atlanta. Kenya, you in Atlanta? Thank you. You are. Oh, Missy. Hugs. Sure, you laughing at me. Okay, I got you, Latoya. That's right. And stack your skills. Think about all the work you do. Because we do it so often and so frequently, we think about that it's not a big deal, right? These are all the skills that you do. You have to manage calendars and details and project management and senior leaders and all the things. And then that determines your value, what you can add to a company, to an employer, to a stakeholder. It is of value. Everybody looking at me right now has something of value. Regardless of the title, we don't even get into that. Everyone has something of value. And 2 reasons you should get a job. There's just two. Now see, this is a speaking tip to get people to listen. You pause. 2 reasons you should get a job: to learn and to make money. You don't go to that job to make friends. Kelly, I really love my boss. She's so good to me. Is your boss paying Georgia Power? No, you go and you get some skills so that'll take you to your next level. Your goal is 150K by the time I'm 35. By the time I'm 57, I want to retire and I want to be making at least 175K. I'm going into this job and I'm going to get the skills so I can go to the next level. I know I got to work there for 12 months in order to get those HR professional skills, because now I want to be a director over HRIS systems, because I know the world is technical. Everything is automated. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to do this for 12 months. You need a plan. You need to be intentional. You need to know what your goals are. You don't show up to Atlanta Hartsfield Airport and look around and say, no, you go with the intention of going to Bali. You go, right? Y'all feeling me? Y'all good? Oh, Sharmelia, honors in lab. She's an area nurse. Got you. I need some nurses in Maryland, y'all. If y'all know, y'all help me. I need a bunch of them. Kathy laughing at me. Y'all laughing at me. Darshell, you love it. Girl, I love it. You in operations, medical billing. I need some nurses, Darshell. I need some nurses. For real, Rhonda? Okay, hit me up. I do referral bonuses. Come on, y'all. We can work together. We're going to collaborate. We all getting the money. It's enough for all of us to eat. Somebody tell me if I'm on time. I don't want to infringe on anyone else's time. I want to make sure, right? We do things within integrity and make sure we're doing the right thing, right? Okay, I know a nurse looking. Yes. Okay, Rhonda, I need some nurses in Maryland. Also, somebody just said they were admin. I'm gonna need like 22 admins. I'll tell y'all the job description. Y'all just hit me up, right? Pajama pants. That's right, Missy. Let me tell you who got some good pajama pants. I don't even remember, but they are so soft. They're all silk. They expensive though. Like my grandmother used to say, it's expensive, isn't it? She used to say swimps is expensive. Can you imagine? I love her so much. I miss her so much. Anyway, I don't have to remember the name, Missy, but they are the softest pajamas that I've ever had. Cicely said, get it all. That's it, girl. Not pajama pants. I know I'm reading. I'm way beyond. Okay, y'all, let me get to questions. Let me see. Okay, no. Sandra said notes. Y'all see Sandra? Set a plan and intention for the next. I'm hugged. This is virtual hugs, Sandra. That's my girl. Automate the process to make a plan on how much that's it. Quit playing. Quit playing around, y'all. If you think you got tomorrow, that's arrogant. You don't know if you got tomorrow. You have no idea if you have tomorrow. There was plenty of people last night when they went to bed, they thought they was going to wake up. Stop playing, y'all. Get your money. Push through. Get the tools you need. Get the guidance you need. Get with the coach. There's a ton of them on here. Get the guidance. Don't be down here. This is what I tell my clients, on a tactical level. Well, what should I put in my resume? What are the key words? How many pages should it be? I think I'm too old. Should I remove the dates? Look it up on Word. Let's get up here to the strategy. Let's get strategic. What industries will be around in 5 years? What titles are most relevant? Am I using antiquated tools and software in all of my professional documents? Are they optimized? Are they automated? Am I getting the right exposure on LinkedIn? Is my resume up to date? It's not who, it's not how, it's who. Who can help me? Right? Not how do I do this? How do I change this? How do this? I'm being discriminated against. We all are in some form or fashion. Have you seen the pay gap between men and women? Come on. We push through. That's it. Yes, ma'am. I am Carmetta. I have to drop it. Veronica, okay, let me know. I think they're medical. The assistants that I have, I think they're medical. But if you're in Atlanta, also you all, I'm talking to a medical, what do you call a therapist? She's called something, but she needs an office admin. Also, preach. Angela said, preach, girl. Pass the plate. Yes, ma'am. Crystalline. Ooh, I love these names. Pat said, true. That's it. We all deserve it. Why would we live a mediocre life? We got one of these things. This isn't a dress rehearsal, y'all. We got one. Stop caring about what people think. They're not paying your bills. Stop caring about what they think, y'all. They gonna talk about you regardless. You're gonna have haters. And you know what Cat Williams said? If you don't have haters, If you don't have haters this year, that means you need to get some more next year. If y'all don't know who Cat Williams is, he's on Netflix. Go ahead and Google him. You need haters. They motivate us. They keep us going. Hate on me. Hate on me. If you need some, hate on me. That's what he said. That's it. That's it. That's it. We not living mediocre in 2022. We in the second quarter, y'all. Let's get to the money. Stop playing yourself, because you're playing yourself small. You're shrinking yourself. You know that your manager or whomever, they are intimidated by you. You know you cap salary. You know your work environment is toxic. You know you don't like your manager. You know this. What are you waiting on? I was 8 minutes from my job. I knew everybody that I worked with. I used to take my daughter in on Saturdays. I just knew I was going to be there forever. I had planned everything. God had other plans. They let me go. AT&T came in and said, we buying this. I thought I was going to lose it. I was depressed for like 6 months. I didn't even know what I was. And I saw a little bitty ad in Atlanta Journal-Constitution. It said Coca-Cola is looking for a contract recruiter for $25 an hour. I didn't even know what contract was. Applied, got the job, ain't looked back since. Ain't never had to look for a job. I got about 50 recruiters in my inbox right now on LinkedIn. And I took it from there, y'all. I took it from there. And I do joke around, and I like to have fun, and I like to bring the energy, but I know for some of you it may be very frustrating, very overwhelming, and I get it, because I've been there with a daughter and $85 to my name. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know, but I made sure she ate, but I didn't. But I kept going. I kept going. If you don't remember anything, if you don't remember me, you don't like me, just remember, keep going, y'all. Keep going. Keep going. I done lost too many people. My grandmother she didn't have a 3rd grade education. She never even learned how to drive. I'm from Illinois, and we used to walk so she could wash people's clothes, y'all, for $7 a day. Do you think I'm not going to live my best life and I'm not going to ask and get what I want? It's too many people who have paved the way for us, and all we got to do is sit behind a computer and type and talk, and you complaining? Are you kidding me? I don't care what people think. I'm getting mine, and you need to get yours. I'm gonna get off that. I'm gonna stop. Somebody telling me, am I done? Am I okay? I don't want to mess up anybody's time, y'all. Well, are we all right, y'all? What else? All right, snatch your whole, Latrice, you know what? Snatch your whole soul. Come on, y'all, let's get this bag. What are we doing? I know you know your worth. I think Lynn told me earlier. I know my worth. I know you know your worth. I know you do. It's that feeling inside you that made you buy this ticket to come to this conference and show up today. You didn't have to. It's the middle of the afternoon. It's 80 degrees out there where I'm at. You know that there's more for you. You know that you want more. And sometimes it's overwhelming and you're not sure where to go. That's why you get a GPS system. When you get in the car, it says, what is your starting location? Start from where you are. What's in your hand? What skills do you have? Get guidance to get you to your destination. Stop playing like you got tomorrow. You don't know that. All them people in 2020 that ain't here now, they thought they had another day. What are you doing? What are you doing? What else I gotta say? Do I gotta come through the camera? Do I need to come through the camera? No, Jamisa, don't cry. Take action, baby. My daughter called me crying the other day, and she was saying that she felt like the walls are closing in on her. She goes through social anxiety. And so I talked to her to help her to understand. Sometimes we have to compartmentalize things because it can be overwhelming, right? And after we talk through things, it's not, life ain't that bad, And so I bring this energy to you because everything I've been through. And I told God, if you ever get me out of a situation, there was several times I thought I was in hell. I had a gun put to my head. Y'all think I'm not gonna live my life? You think I care what people say? I don't. I show up as me, unapologetically. Right? And she has triggers, so I have to be there for her. I have to show up. If God gave me this purpose and this calling, I'm showing up fully as myself. If I don't see none of y'all anymore, I'm showing up as myself. My hope and my prayer is that you get value and you take action. Faith without what, y'all? Is dead. It's dead. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Camilla, that's it. Kenya, that's it. Missy, that's it. Rhonda, that's it. That's it. That's it. Anina, that's it. That's it, y'all. That's it. That's it. We got to move. We got to move. When he said those that wait, he don't mean sit around twiddling your thumbs. He means like the waiter coming to your table. You know, he's serving. They're serving. Y'all not moving enough. Move fast. Move fast. Well, this is a get-rich-quick scheme. You better hope it's a get-rich-quick scheme, because getting rich slow ain't working for you. Make some moves. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Take action, y'all. Take action. Y'all tell me. Y'all come over there and tell me. Find me somewhere. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. Say, Kelly, you know what? I did it. I got the report and I'm showing up. I ain't going to think about it. I'm just going to do it. That's how I have to do when I go to the gym. When I get up in the morning, I just got to put my clothes on and don't think. Just put my clothes on and don't think. 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock. I just get up and I just go. That's it. Who said that? Listen, y'all see what Natasha put? That's right. That's it. That's it. You are Shamel. I get it. But sometimes you are scared that you might move in the wrong direction. How do you know? Listen, life without uncertainty, in my opinion, that's not living. It's the uncertainty that makes us who we are. If you're always in a comfortable box, you don't know what's outside of that. This is what I told my daughter. That everything you want because of how you're feeling right now is on the other side. Everything you want is outside of your comfort zone. Everything you want. Everything you want is outside of your comfort zone. If you take water out of a stream, you can turn that thing into a whole bunch of stuff. Coffee, soda, pop. We said pop in Illinois. Tea, wine. But if you leave it in the river, it's just going to always just be water, right? If you don't get out, you'll never know. I'm going to wrap up because I know it's almost time, but I'm going to wrap up with this. There's this video out there, and if you come to my page and let me know, I'll try to find it. And they have these elderly people, like 85, 90. I think one woman was 101. There was a gentleman on there. I think he was 98 or something. And they said, if you could do it all over again, what would you do? And so, you know, because they were older, they would just lift up cards like this. One lady said, not work as much. Spend more time with family. Went for everything I thought I couldn't have. Traveled more. Believed in myself. And it just kept going. Every time I think about not going forward, whatever it is, I don't care, whatever it is, just not going for it. I think about them and I think about my grandmother and all she did. She made stuff from scratch, y'all. Like, you know, that was my heart and my soul. So the reason why I do this, her name on everything. But my hope and prayer for y'all is to just go for it. Keep moving, keep pressing, keep going. I got your back. I got your back. I got your back. I want everybody. We don't win unless you do. I don't care what people tell you. You listen to people. Y'all do your due diligence. When you're out there looking for coaches, listen to how they talk and who they talk about. They should be talking about the people they're serving, because it's about service. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for showing up here. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something from this. I am Kelly Jackson on Instagram. Everywhere else, I'm Careers by Kelly. Kelly with the what, y'all? Kelly with the 9. See y'all. Enjoy the rest of the conference.